o nina reidha ni sambula vinakatale au sa tikongo ena studio kau kati wahitu yani membala tutunga na programo ni Yalo-i-Viti Spirit of Fiji Research wakekeli ki andi Samanunu endo wakaidhori ena vesinga wakarawai ia sa visau na kia nei moi sa ni rongodanga ena platform vou ke to sa varotaka na leo ni timi ni Radio Viti kau ni na reidha tiko ni o wasea tiko ngai ni ena nogu email se meli liba ngao yau bala tani senge matai saranga ni episode ongo au senge o timai na wakaidhora na ngauna ni nondambula da paro rongoda sarani ngona ni rowi Talanoa watake Alexander o koe ngole mai mereke ka sale i tui viti e mbakirua rakana ona ke lawe na wasa ni vanua e lako saramaikina a leitu e na dona vanua i dholo me wau a tukuna tiweani e na vanua ongo e ra voleka ina ndari watu e ka oko e ni voleka na koro e leitu kina voleka saratonga na ulu ni vanua levu i viti au na sengitu na idhana mbala tende una geitu na thala ni na gei rongoda ngai na ni ro Talanoa kei Alexander ni kua na episode 1 part 1 e na bima mati ngani au ana nongu Talanoa au na gei kuria taleani e na madhau katumai na i kuri ni no na Talanoa na dhorvongo da sana rongoda sara Rongo na vosa vaviti, but ni alei ambaki rua saratunga. Ni sambola vinaka, ni mata vinaka mai. Kiro sa tiko ngoe na studio, wat kirantua na dhorvo e ngole sar mai Amerika, na yadhana ko Alexander Shulter. E na nge vama tala tiko Alexander, na nona i Talanoa, ni oko e ndovir na dhorvo ni Amerika, mbau lako kibiti me le wakaitavi e na vivavulidi vir na nonda e na duana korosara e lomani vanua mai na yasas wakara. Bula vinaka Alexander. Can I call you Alex?
Yes. Io.
Mata i toka na Taurvongo na vosa vaviti. Mata ni ale i ambaki rua saratunga mai e na vanua le vivavulidi tukina. Bula vinaka Alex, au sana mbita e nilingamu, mo wakamadhala taki iko, kangai Radio Viti, si o vosa vavalangi, na ngusu ni vosa e sanomu.
Nisam vuluvanaka Elisapeci, io naithangu o Alex Shulter, naithangu i Viti e apesai. Yao ngone mai America, sa ngone sara mai New Jersey, sa nongu koronivasu i Chicago. Yao ruana yambaki chico i Navai Koro i Nandarivatu. Sa chico i Navai Nandarivatu na ulu ni vanua i Viti Levu Mount Tomanivi. Nikua ana Talanoa valelai beleta nongu sala sa Yalo-i-Viti ke nongu takataki i Viti.
Vinaka. Totoka wakoti Alex se apisai na Navai Viti apisai. Vinaka Levu. Vamadhala takamanda no muanding taki. You can speak in English if you want. How did you get chosen to be in Fiji, to find yourself in Fiji?
So I'll start by explaining the role of the Peace Corps volunteer organization. The Peace Corps volunteers are in 60 countries, and all Peace Corps volunteers are U.S. citizens. So they work in the Pacific, and some countries are like Tonga, Vanuatu, and then in Africa, Asia, South America. And the goal of the Peace Corps is to meet the needs for trained individuals in partner countries like Fiji, and then to share culture and friendship. So my journey to Fiji, it started when I was in tertiary school, and I studied economics, and especially the economics of developing countries. So after when I graduated in 2020, I had applied to go to Fiji, and I had been accepted, but then COVID came about, and no Peace Corps volunteers were able to go to their different countries. So wawa valelai, me ndola tale na vanua ni Viti. So it took me 3 years. From 2020, I became a high school math teacher, and for some time I did not know if I would ever make it to Fiji. But in 2023, that's when Fiji started accepting volunteers again because Sandola tale.
Sandola nai Yalo-i-Viti.
Yeah.
The borders.
Yeah, and so it was in September of 2023 that I arrived with a class of about 25 other volunteers to start our work in Fiji.
Vinaka, how did your family feel about you leaving America as a young man and going over to an unknown country?
Yeah, I'm really lucky. I'm blessed because my parents, they know me very well, and they knew this is something, like they knew this was a good fit for me. One other thing is my dad, my father, he wanted to do the Peace Corps when he was maybe 24, 25, but he kind of got scared, right? The country he was going to be in the Middle East, so like the desert and very strict laws. So I think, being in the desert is a little bit maybe more intimidating than going to Fiji, because Fiji, you think, oh, it's a tropical paradise, it will be beautiful. The desert, you think, oh, I will have sand in my clothes all the time, and it will be, just hot. And so my dad, he wanted to do the Peace Corps when he was in his 20s, and he never got to do it. So when I wanted to do that, my parents understood, and they were very supportive. They never once were sad. They were happy for me. But of course now they are looking forward to me coming back home. Returning to Chicago.
Nice. Is there anything you want to remember or you want to talk about being in Fiji, in the villages or the settlements or the people you came in contact with?
Yeah, I'll start with, this is one thing I think almost everyone who goes to a Fijian village thinks about, is how quickly you can become family. So I arrived in Fiji in 2023 and first went to Nungali. And
where is Nungali?
Nungali is in Naitasiri, so maybe 2 hours outside of Suva. And I was a part of a big family there, and I spent 2 months living with them. But I remember when I arrived, I spoke no Fijian, and I think I had 5 siblings, 2 twin boys who were maybe 16 years old, and then 2 sisters, 23, 25, and 1 little brother, Sikeli, who was maybe 13. And right away when I got there, they helped me bring all my stuff in, and it's a little bit overwhelming your first time because it's so many new people, faces.
You have to sleep on the floor?
I slept. I had a bed. They helped me make my mosquito net, and that was I had maybe 7 boys because the cousins and the neighbors, they wanted to come help. But yeah, they hung up the mosquito net, and yeah, you get to feel the warmth of a big family right away, and Yeah, it was, Fijians, they want to be good hosts, right? They want to treat their guests very well, and so they gave me, like, I had my own bed, even if, and some of the kids, they would sleep out on the floor next to each other.
Oh, okay.
But the more
Like it was a communal?
Yeah, like they had one living room, one sitting room.
Yeah, I think that's how it is for the ordinary villages.
Yeah, and the
and this is the big lounge where you eat and they're sectioned out.
Yeah.
Was it like that?
Yeah, it was. Let's see, one big room for eating, and then one room for, like, there was a TV, but also a room for sitting, sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just maybe 3 small rooms for, like, bedrooms, like one for my host parents, one for my brother, and one for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But you had small children lying on your floor.
Just outside.
Oh,
so I had my privacy.
Yes.
Yeah, I had my privacy, but even, like, you're still very close, and so if they're watching a movie at 12 o'clock at night, I can hear it through my doors. Or when I arrived, the World Cup, the Rugby World Cup was playing, and so some mornings Fiji would be playing rugby at like 4:30 in the morning. I think they'd play Georgia or England, and I could hear the cheers like, "Oh, Tasso boy, Tasso!" And I roll out of bed and say, "Oh, time to watch rugby, time to start the day." So yeah, it's you start living together and eating together. That's how you start to feel like family very, very quickly in Fiji.
Oh, that's good. Did you feel homesick?
Yeah. The only time I felt the most homesick was when I went to. So I moved from Ningali after 2 months to Navai, where I spent my 2 years. Navai Nandari-Vatu is at the very, very top of the main island. And I got there in November, and December, it is, everyone is getting ready for Christmas. And so, like all the cousins, the aunts, the uncles who live in Suva, Lautoka, Kirtanavu Valley, Chikove, Teoni, Sathakathaka, they start to show up in the village, and I thought, Isa, like, I miss my cousins, my aunts and my uncles, because I come from a big family, and at Christmas time, they all come together, just like in Fiji. So, right before Christmas, I thought, also, I do not know all these new faces from Lautoka and Suva. I do not know them, but I was homesick. And except then Christmas Day, we, my host family in Navai, they put out the tablecloth eating on the ground, and maybe.
Big lovo?
I'm not sure. No lovo.
What's a sanganga?
Yeah, sanganga, kind of ika baka. But and you're surrounded by like your new family, and so after that day, I said like, okay, Vitalia nangu vuvale America, sachiko duna nangu vuvale vo, like so from then on, I got a little bit homesick from time to time, but once you feel like you're part of the family, you do feel at home. Yeah.
What are some sad moments for you?
My stay in Fiji? Let's see. I think a lot of the sad moments are when I get sick, or when, let's see. Yeah. I'd say like when I'm not feeling healthy, because.
So how long were you sick for?
Yeah, so sometimes occasionally you get food sickness, or
you ate something that didn't agree with you,
or like the flu will come around, and so when that happens, it's usually 2 or 3 days. And you can, those times it's when you miss the family your most. Like most days, most mornings, I started out by going for a walk outside, talking to people, and then I spent some quiet time, like would meditate, time for myself. Or some days I'd jump in the river. And like when you're healthy and you're able to start the day doing, getting outside with like a very fresh start, then it feels like you can handle any challenge, right? But it's times when you feel weak, you feel really tired, maybe you got a bad night's sleep, and those are the times that you start to miss home, where you think maybe even like, oh wow, this is, it's a challenge. So really, I'd say like the hardest times for me are just when I wasn't as healthy as I wished.
What about the food? Do you ever get to a situation where you say, "Wele, sa kanambele na noa, kanambele ni kua," you keep repeating the same diet over and over? Do you find yourself looking at the food and said, "I had this 3 days ago"?
Vale lai. Talita kanambele. Akila sarawani kanambele vesingas. Endina. Naroro nambele.
Yes, you love them?
I love them because when you eat them, you feel good, right? You feel good. And especially when you have moli rakete. Like in my village.
Tapioca and dalo.
Yeah. But the thing that I would get tired of is when so I would go and it would be tea for lunch, tea for dinner, and you say, oh, mandrai, vatanambata, nasakoni, and you think, ooh, I will, after I eat this, I will like feel heavy, or I will, you will not have the same energy the next day, and so the thing, like that is the thing that, at times I was like, became tired of, or just I thought, oh man, maybe we can. I wish we had more ballet at times. Because I think, especially, I think the new generation maybe.
Yes.
They say, we don't have to eat ro-ro all the time. Now we can eat baked goods or noodles. And those are tasty foods, right? But they're very tasty, but
addictive.
Yeah, they're addictive. And
did you have any of those?
What's
Sometimes.
that?
Noodles.
Yeah, noodles. But like I never bought noodles myself because, like how I like to, I like to control what I buy and what I cook with, but
and what you eat.
And what I eat, but then when I go to someone else's house, I will eat whatever they serve, right?
Fair,
especially because when you're in a new place, you might not share like all your jokes yet, right? It takes a while to learn the language jokes, but you can on the first day and the second day, you can share the food. So that is like the first thing you can do to start to build communities, eating together. So even if it's not your favorite food, you still eat it, and I think that is the same if you go anywhere in the world, right? Yeah. Like it might be new to you, but it is the respectful thing, and then people put love when they cook for you. So
what about I've read of some young ones. Like I grew up in a place where the ocean, you go to sleep and you hear the ocean hitting the because our reef starts right there at the end of the village, and you can hear the big waves hitting at the rocks.
Yeah.
These rocks were crowing. It's so annoying.
3 in the morning.
What do you think? Did you hear cock crowing? Or, Salimuna Manmanu from an urban setting, to a rural.
Maybe, so I think it took 1 week. It took 1 week and you hear, like, and it's
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. But after 1 week, it is like, it's the same as like rain on the roof or wind. Like you just sleep right through it.
Yeah.
And then I had, my family. And
What year was that?
that was, they came for 2025, like January, maybe December 30th, January 1st, we were in a year ago now. Because it's November now, yeah.
Yes.
And but whenever I have a visitor, they say, "Oh, the roosters, they're so
noisy."
I say in a city,
The cars.
the cars, right?
Yeah.
You first move to a city, you hear maybe like an ambulance, a car, and then after a month or some time there, you hardly notice. Your brain can tune it out, which is. It's just getting used to your surroundings.
Yes. Yeah, oh, that's good. So were you happy?
Booster when my parents arrived, and except also, I wanted my parents to have an adventure, like
And also see what you've experienced.
Yeah, see what I've like in my village, and especially to meet the families that I spend a lot of time with. So yeah, we ate some different Fijian foods because it is an 11-hour flight to Fiji, and then
Where did they stay?
they slept it. So in the village, I had one house to myself,
Okay.
and it's a really like a nice house with dirt floor and imbe mats and grass.
Yeah.
And so I had mattresses made for them, like on the ground, but they
were happy?
Yeah, they were happy. Because, let's see, like, we grew up...
You had a bure.
Yeah.
A bure.
Not a traditional, like a tin roof.
Tin roof? Oh, okay.
Yeah, made of like a tin house, tin and wood. And it had a nice indoor kitchen, outdoor shower and toilet.
Nice.
Yeah, and like...
So you were pretty set.
It was pretty set. Yeah. It was, like in our village, no more, there aren't any traditional Fijian bures. And most villages, the traditional Fijian bures, maybe in Viti Levu. I think if you go...
Navala.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Ba.
Yeah,
They still got the traditional, because it's a tourist attraction.
Yeah, and it's very nice that they get to continue to learn how to build that.
I think it's right inland.
It's yeah.
Did you go there?
I never went there, but I remember. Yeah, I went. I hear about it because everyone talks about Navala.
Yeah, I think it's a postcard. Navala is postcard.
Yeah.
So how long did your parents stay there for?
So they came to Fiji, I think, for 12 days.
Whoa.
And so we did...
Did you take 12 days off?
Yeah, I took... basically took 12 days off because it was school holiday in January.
Yeah.
And if you've been to Fiji for New Year's...
Yeah.
There's no, people are not focused on their work around New Year's time. They're focused on enjoying time with family, celebrating. In my village, they...
Levunakana. Levunangona?
Levunangona. Yangona was the main cash crop for my village.
Oh, okay.
My village, they grew a lot of Yangona. Yeah. And Levuna Silive Wai.
Kendo wai tui se Wai-i-Vanua.
Wai-i-Vanua. One river. So
What's
New Year's...
the river there?
The river. Na Singatoka.
Yeah.
But na Singatoka Ba Rewa River. They
all
start. Yeah, but they're very like small rivers, but
it goes into big rivers.
Yeah, but then it turns because it is that's the very top, that's the very highest mountain, and So Navai Village is the government station nearby, and they have Navai Village means stone bowl.
Stone what?
Stone bowl. Nandari.
Nandari.
Yeah.
Stone bowl.
Bowl, yeah.
Oh, stone bowl.
Yeah, and so there at Navai Village government station, they have the source of the Singatoka River. One stone.
Yeah.
That has it's gated off and protected.
Yeah.
And it says this here is the source of the Singatoka River. Which
so it's gated off.
Yeah. And then the other thing, let's see. My village, it's at the base of Mount Tomanivi, which is the highest mountain, and
in Fiji.
In Fiji, in all of Fiji.
Let me, Mount Tomanivi.
Yeah, Tomanivi.
Tomanivi. One word.
One word.
Tomani. So Ivi is like that.
Yeah.
Fiji. Oh, there. 1,324 meters. Mount Tomanivi is the highest mountain in Fiji.
Yeah.
And you've been there?
Yeah. So it is. There's a well-marked trail to the very top.
Yeah, I can see there's a track here.
Yeah.
Trails.
So I I went up plenty of different times with visitors. We had a nature research team go there.
So you went with them?
I got to go with the nature research team just to learn a bit about the wildlife there. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because on the $5 bill, on the Fijian $5 bill, there's one bird like the red lorikeet or red-throated lorikeet. Yeah.
I've been away too long.
But it's not been seen since 1993. Like it's extinct in Fiji. But
they found one up there?
No, well, that's the last place it was seen. The last place it was seen is in the highlands.
What's the name again?
It might be the red-throated lorikeet.
Navai Viti.
Oi,
Nakoki.
Okay, let's sing it. Sa nguila da na.
Sanguila da nayava.
Nayava.
Yeah. That's it, eh? Is that it?
Yeah, that's Tomanivi up there.
Oh.
And so I think that's my hand right there holding
this one.
Yeah.
TripAdvisor.
So yeah, one of the.
This is you? Oh, this one, the one in white.
The one in white. Yeah.
Oh. And you're standing right up at the mountain.
So yeah, that's right at the top of the mountain. Yeah, so Tomanivi Mountain is a source of tourism for the village. And so one of the projects I worked on in our village was we have a lot of day travelers, people who they show up in the morning, they hike the mountain, and they'd pay 50 Fijian dollars to the guide to take them up, and 50 Fijian dollars to the village as like a park entry fee. And which is it's a good source of income for the village. They can use it for projects.
That's for Navai Village.
Navai, yeah.
Navai. Sorry,
for Navai Village.
Navai Village.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And but one project we worked on while I was there was setting up a homestay, because it's very far from any town, so it's nice for tourists to be able to stay for multiple nights. And it brings more income into the village, and it gives visitors like a better feel for village life, because it's a good thing to go and hike the mountain. It's a great fun activity, but if you really want to learn about Fiji, the best way to do it is to stay in a village,
have an experience
to eat with families in the village. And so Fiji, I think more than most countries probably, offers a lot of homestays. So we set up our own homestay business, which I think this past year we maybe had 8 bookings. And so every time usually would be a couple or a solo traveler, and they would stay 2, 3, or 4 nights in the village.
It's money for is it collective or just the family?
It's split. So the family gets about half the money, and the other half of the money goes towards activities that they do every day.
Admin?
Yeah, and admin. So the breakdown I think would be, I think there's about 12 to 15% that goes to marketing and website, and also some maybe transportation to the village, because
that's within that 12 and 15.
Yeah.
Transport.
And then I believe about almost maybe like 55-60% goes directly to the family, or maybe 50%.
Yeah.
And then the remaining 35% that's used for activities, and usually you want to keep a little left over so that business expenses you can save up money for operational costs. So every time a tourist came, especially when they stay 4 nights, it's easier. You're able to save a little money to to print flyers, or like we print materials to keep running the business, whether that's your books or your receipts, or
yes.
And the goal was to also create a fund where the villagers, they could, we got to the point where there were, almost $1,000 saved in like a village fund. And so we were going to start using that fund for villagers to improve their homes. They could take out a loan of $200, $300, replace their windows if their windows have broken, or
but they need to pay back.
But they need to pay it back, yeah. And that way, if some villagers they want to host, but their homes aren't quite up to the standard of being a homestay, a tourist homestay, they might have an opportunity to improve their homes.
Upgrade
their homes, upgrade their bathrooms. Because I think when it comes to like tourism,
as long as you have a good toilet and a good bathroom.
Yeah, good toilet, good bathroom, and good bed. Like the rest is less important, but the bathroom, the toilet, the bed. Those are the main things. That's
where you rest,
Yeah.
And then Vinaka ena ge rongodoiana nei ro Talanoa vate ke Alexander ka kila ena Alex Shulter dhorovo mai merke me vai madala tiu mo koea ni ngole mai New Jersey ka vasu I Chicago mai keito kalonga tsara na Viti Council ni mai keito sota kena dhorovo ngo a ngole ani kina dua nei to songo ni abakadore na singa bakaronga I nei karosa ulkarua ni volo ko November abakadori and Queen Elizabeth II Park mai Kapiti Coast po na mama ke Paiko Kariki Parparaumu ka wala ka taltonga ni na South Raumati dona park e tuikia ka tiko kina dona palerere vina sara na Ramaroa Event Center kitoa bakadori kina na Viti Council vate ke na te whatu ora roto sponsor Catalyst Pacific ya ko Holona Lui vate ke turanga ni Niue vate ke roto na Pacific Health Plus e Parparaumu ke na Viti Council to toka waka o te na singoia ke toke ki ta tala sa durutu e na turanga go Andrew E ka koe ni ngole tiko I Plimerton, e laho mai South Island, laho mai Queenstown, laho sar mai na Korturanga e Wellington, raiva tiko mai, ndo tiko na 4-wheel drive, ka ndodono mele wakaivili Plimerton, ngai ka koe ni rerevia o e muria mai na transmission gali. Ngai mai tauroko e na turn off I pai ko kariki, ka wakamuria sartu mai na ngauni sala kona State Highway 1, yes, ani State Highway 1 tikina na Highway 59. Ngai ngoleva moko e na highway a. Ka maniado sarani ana pono ki me vaka songo tikina. Raida ngoko e na kuila ni Viti ni na nito bena na Viti Council ni biutu I tumba. Ni raida ngoko e ni Voswai Viti, ni matai na Voswai Viti. Sa laksar ngayani. Ka tole sota, ka totoke sara na nona ngoleani, o ni na rao ni raida toka na kena I tamba. Ena ni tu songo ni a, tiutalana ni tu songo ni, na ni mami local member of parliament, Honorable Tim Costly. Oko e na turanga go a pailate na New Zealand Air Force, ka ngole ki Viti e na ngauna e adu kina na lenga ni wadadha na cyclone Winston na ruondolu tinkaono, ale tiko e na ruku ni embassy, na New Zealand High Commission, ka rabibu ke na disaster relief e na ngauna e mai Viti. Orto matai saranga ni Viti tamba wabo ki Viti. Kio ni na reida tio wa sote singaleti blue tio na turango e na itamba, o Andrew o reida saranga ni ndusia dhaki tuna lingana, ka tarati ko na selfie na singa. Na kero ni tamba o ni na reida. Ntampi sarti nga nungu office, but ni kere ko ya, ni via ngole, ni via ngole mai, a waka e me kero katona na ni rowi Talanoa, anke mani kaya koe, wada mo longa ni nomdo wale, au ngai kaya, singa tambo ki me mendo le lotu, ka koe au talanga ue le lotu, muri au na dhorobongo me le lotu e ni na Our Lady of Kapiti, e Paraparaumu. Lako si nai na valoto sa wango na turanga leilengo na ngone leilengo dhorbo leilengo ko Alex me Alexander me nange radio nga mai blatani o quest e dhorbo e lelevo ra rei batatu ena renga mai na kila Yalo-i-Viti sa siko toka yao ya ngona ngeu kouti ko ngona mai kina I vale au ki tō mai Viti Levu, au kasarwa, ko sana vivu ke vi au ena wakasasanga I Valikuro. Ko ki ronduri tu e na nongu longandalo, I ndako ni vale, kau ko ndaru le mbeti ui rou, au wango mai vuna, teo ele ngole mai vuna, ka kana waturanga mai vuna na wadi, ki me kaviva na wadi, na rau ni ndalo na wadi, ndaru le mbeti wadi. Ya, kia ona ni na reida nei tamba, kia rau tamba toikina. Vinaka sao koe na Talanoa na e kavinikua, au na ngai kuria ene na madhau tu mai, na I ka rua ni episode ni Viti Talanoa kei Alexander Shulter. Robo ale Peace-Corp tui Viti, me wawuli tu e na me vai ka toko koe, nyoko e naka economics ke na maths. Ka math school, high school teacher mai Chicago na nona se mai New Jersey nona tu mai kina. Se dhaurubo ngone sara na ngone go da reida wai ngone wuku. Bundu sartonga na ngone wuku koe. Dona ka na lulubu tu ni alona ni talo takatiko na nona bubale mai Viti na Koro na vai ko le tiko kina. Au reidei matana ni waka tona o tu na matana. Waka vive tangi ni ngone Talanoa ki no koea. Bale tira tau na buwaile a ratou le maroroi koe tu no na tu mai kina. Vinaka, mea tawna madhawa ka tu mai Onko ngana no manindo ni vingaravi ana was vaka-Viti, vaka-mode tuga ani vikemni ana korturanga, te whanganui atara, and on the program Yalo-i-Viti, Spirit of Fiji Research, and Radio Viti e Aotearoa. Ni te moa toka manda.